No one remembers who first named the valley. The word itself has been lost to time, eroded the way stone becomes sand after centuries of wind and rain. But the valley still exists, folded between two mountain ranges like a secret held too tightly. Even today, people avoid it. Shepherds turn their flocks away. Travelers feel an unexplainable pressure in their chest when they come too close, as if the land itself is warning them to leave. Long ago, before empires learned how to write their own names, this valley was home to a civilization that believed power was a living thing. They were not wrong. The people called themselves the Koresh, and they lived in a world where survival demanded strength, but wisdom demanded restraint. Their cities were carved into cliffs and stone terraces, designed not to dominate the land, but to exist within it. They farmed carefully, hunted only what they needed, and believed that every force, fire, water, wind, metal, had a spirit that could be angered if misused. For generations, this belief kept them safe, until the weapon was born. The story begins not with war, but with fear. The Koresh were surrounded by rival tribes who envied their fertile valley and mineral-rich mountains. Raids became frequent. Villages burned at the edges of Koresh territory. Children learned the sound of approaching footsteps before they learned to read the stars. The elders met beneath the stone canopy, a natural arch of rock believed to be sacred. Fires burned low as voices echoed softly, heavy with worry. "Our spears are not enough," said one elder. "Our walls cannot stop hunger," said another. "Our mercy is being mistaken for weakness," said a third. Among them sat Aaron, a master metalworker whose hands bore scars from a lifetime of shaping iron and bronze. He listened without speaking, his eyes fixed on the flames. Aaron was known for creating tools of extraordinary balance and durability. He understood metal the way others understood language. When he finally spoke, his voice was calm but dangerous. "There is a way, but it should not be taken lightly." Silence followed. "There is metal beneath the valley, not iron, not copper, something older. It hums when struck, it resists the forge, it remembers heat." The elders exchanged uneasy glances. They knew of this metal. Legends spoke of it as heartstone, a substance formed when the bones of the earth were still cooling. "You are forbidden to mine it," an elder said. Aaron nodded. "For a reason. But fear has already broken our old rules. This weapon would end every threat." "And what would it cost?" another elder asked. Aaron did not answer. Mining the heartstone took lives. The metal lay deep, surrounded by rock that shattered unpredictably. Tools cracked, tunnels collapsed. The air itself seemed hostile. Miners reported whispers, dreams filled with fire and screaming stone. Still, they continued. When Aaron finally extracted the heartstone, it was unlike anything seen before. Dark as night, threaded with faint red veins that pulsed like a heartbeat when touched. It was warm, always. Forging it required methods never used before. Aaron abandoned traditional fires and built a forge fed by volcanic vents deep within the mountain. He worked alone for weeks, refusing help, sleeping beside the forge like a guard dog watching something it feared might escape. When the weapon emerged, it was neither sword nor spear. It was a blade staff, long and narrow, with an edge so thin it seemed unreal. The surface absorbed light instead of reflecting it. When held, the weapon felt heavier than its size suggested, as if gravity itself leaned towards it. The Koresh named it Veiltor, which meant the ending. The first battle proved its power. A rival army descended into the valley, confident in their numbers. They laughed at the single warrior who stepped forward, Tarek, chosen not for his strength but for his discipline. Aaron personally placed Veiltor into his hands. "Do not let it decide for you," Aaron warned. Tarek nodded, though his pulse thundered in his ears. When the enemy charged, Tarek raised the weapon. And the world changed. Veiltor did not merely cut flesh, it sliced through shields, armor, and fear itself. Each strike released a low, resonant sound that vibrated through the ground. Where the blade passed, air seemed to fold inward. Men fell without wounds, their bodies intact but lifeless, as if something essential had been taken from them. The battle ended in minutes. The enemy fled, leaving their dead behind and something else. Silence. A heavy, unnatural silence that lingered long after the blood dried. The Koresh celebrated, songs were sung, children danced, the elders declared the valley safe. But Aaron did not join the celebration. He watched Tarek stare at the weapon with an expression that was not pride, but hunger. Power changes people quietly. Tarek began training obsessively. He claimed the weapon responded to intent, that it moved faster when he wanted destruction. He began to feel restless without it, uneasy when separated from Veiltor. Soon, threats no longer needed to be real. A rumor of invasion was enough. A disagreement between tribes justified a display of force. Each time Veiltor was used, it became easier. Each time, the valley felt colder. Animals avoided the city. Crops near the forge withered. Children reported nightmares of a blade cutting through the sky. Aaron confronted the elders. It is not a tool, it is a force, and forces demand balance. You gave it to us, an elder replied. You cannot fear what you created. Aaron's voice broke. I fear what it is creating in us. They ignored him. The weapon began to demand. At first, it was subtle. Tarek felt weak if he did not wield it. Then came the whispers, promises of certainty, of control, of a world without resistance. Veiltor fed on conflict, and in return it amplified intent. Anger became devastation, fear became annihilation. When a neighboring tribe attempted peace talks, Tarek accused them of deception. Against the elders' hesitation, he struck first. The massacre was absolute. Not even the children were spared, not by command, but by consequence. Veiltor did not distinguish. It ended everything. That night, the valley shook with earthquakes, cracks opened in the earth, fires burned blue, the mountain groaned. The Koresh realized the truth too late. The weapon was not too powerful because it killed, it was too powerful because it removed choice. Aaron made a decision that would erase his people from history. He gathered those who still trusted him, scholars, builders, healers, and revealed what he had learned. The Heartstone was not inert. It was a fragment of the planet's formative energy, meant to remain buried. Shaping it into a weapon had disrupted something fundamental. If Veiltor continued to exist, it would eventually consume not just enemies, but the valley, the mountains, perhaps the world. There is only one solution, Aaron said. We must unmake it. But it cannot be destroyed, someone argued. No, Aaron agreed, but it can be buried where it will never be found. The plan was simple and horrifying. Collapse the valley. On the night of the final ritual, Tarek arrived at the forge, drawn by instinct. Aaron stood waiting. You're afraid, Tarek said calmly. You don't understand it like I do. I understand enough, Aaron replied. It's already choosing for you. They fought, Veiltor against bare hands and desperate resolve. Aaron did not try to win, he tried to delay. As the ritual began, the mountains responded. Stone shifted, fire surged, the ground split open beneath the forge. Tarek struck Aaron down, but not before the earth swallowed them both. The valley collapsed inward, sealing Veiltor deep beneath layers of stone, fire, and time. The Koresh were gone by morning. No survivors, no records, only ruins slowly claimed by Earth. 1,000 years passed. Empires rose and fell, languages evolved, Maps were redrawn, and beneath the silent valley, Veiltor waited, not sleeping, remembering. Sometimes, even now, instruments fail near the site, compasses spin, the ground hums faintly at night. Archaeologists report strange dreams and an overwhelming urge to dig deeper. They do not know what they are searching for, only that something powerful is calling. Because the most dangerous weapons are not those that destroy cities. They are the ones that convince us we should.